my wife and I are perverts, so we have a lot of sex toys. And I was going through them the other day. They got all kinds of sex toys out there. But you know what they don't have a lot of is secondhand sex toy stores. You don't see a lot of used sex toys on the marketplace. I've always had this this ambition to go on Pawn Stars, but I don't have anything like I don't have something that was owned by Thomas Paine or some shit, so never really got to live that dream out. But I thought it'd be cool to go on there with a big giant dildo and just slap it down on the counter, and Rick Harrison be like, you know, he'd be like, we don't take that here. Get that the fuck out of here. I'd be like, wait, no, you don't understand. This dildo is of historical significance. This was owned by Adolf Hitler. He used to shove this dildo up Eva Braun's ass. And after World War II, it was presented as a gift to Winston Churchill, who tried to shove it up his own ass, but he never quite made it. God bless his soul. Anyway, I'm asking $200,000 for it. I feel that's a fair price for a historical artifact of this caliber. And then I get a restraining order. Well, Rick Harrison gets a restraining order against me, and that's not good. But it's worth it because it's all part of my master plan to someday rule the world. It's a very complicated, multifaceted plan that no one really understands, not even myself, but it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. The good fairy told me. Sex toys, yeah. You don't see a lot of secondhand sex toy shops, but you can actually buy used sex toys online. I just don't know what the market for that really is. You know, you go on like eBay and it's like you type in whatever you're into, whatever kind of sex toy, butt plugs, dildos, vibrators, whatever you want. And then it's like, oh, it's been refurbished. It's thoroughly cleaned. Thoroughly cleaned. That's pretty much the bare minimum of what you'd really require for a used sex toy purchase. You know? Thoroughly cleaned. Yeah, I don't want you to send it to me if you haven't cleaned it. I don't want to open up the box and be hit. Whoa, what the fuck? It's covered in crusted Vaseline and unidentifiable bodily fluids and some identifiable ones. And it just, you know, no one wants that. So yeah, thoroughly cleaned is the bare minimum. If you're gonna buy a used sex toy, make sure that the person selling it to you has cleaned it. That seems like a no-brainer. I mean, it actually seems like a no-brainer to me to not buy used sex toys. But maybe there's a particular market for that, you know, because maybe that's someone's fetish. Maybe that's what someone's into, you know. They want the used sex toy. Maybe there's someone out there, oh, yeah, used. That's what I need. Oh, thoroughly cleaned. Ah, fuck that. Send it to me dirty. And send me some pictures of what you were doing with it before it came to me. That's my thing. I had one more bit about this. What was it? There was one last joke I was gonna do about sex toys, but I can't remember it. Should have written this down. Be patient. Be patient, audience. You can never remember something when you try to concentrate on what it is you forgot, because your entire mind is focused on trying to remember. And that's using all your resources, and therefore the memory is not going to surface because your mind is occupied trying to remember. That's why the harder you try to remember something, the more it becomes elusive. Sometimes you just have to clear your mind, and then it'll come back to you. So let's just think about sex toys. Sex toys, sex toys. I will remember the last bit. Okay. We went from the used sex toys, then we did the Hitler joke, the Hitler Pawn Stars, Winston Churchill thing. Then we talked about used sex toys on eBay, and then we talked about hypothetical people. Oh, I remember what it was. I've actually heard, see, that's how you remember stuff. You got to retrace your mental steps. Wait, did I forget again? No, I remember now. I've heard that a lot of sex toys you can wash in the dishwasher. I've never personally done this because I live with my brother as well as my wife, and I don't think he would like that very much. I don't think that he ever wants to open the dishwasher and see like a bunch of weird kinky shit just sitting there. I think that would be a bad day for him. Which, you know, maybe that's incentive to do it. Maybe next time he fucks with me, you know, I'm just going to be like, oh yeah? You just wait. You ain't got shit, bitch. Because we fight all the time. And then, you know, next day he's going to come downstairs, you know, give me some fucking cereal, halfway awake, goes to put the bowl away. I didn't even know they made them that big, TJ.